So the first topic is types of payment plans in AWS. So before you are going to start your service in AWS, you have to understand their payment types. Okay, how they are charging, how you are going to pay, which payment plan is good, and how much of cost they will be charging you when you're using the services per hour. See, AWS has released initially when a normal person who is coming inside AWS or any organization who is coming inside AWS, they will get this one as a free tier. They'll be getting free usage of these consoles and for 12 months. Okay, 12 months they are getting free usage and they'll get 25 GB of DynamoDB, 1 million Lambda functions, 5 GB of S3 bucket, 750 hours of RDS, 750 hours of EC2, and let's say like that, they'll be getting all those things. So if you're going to cross this limit, you are going to charge. If you are in, see, every account is comes under free tier only, but in free tier, you will be using these things. So some services are free for per month. This is not per month. Totally 5 GB only. For entire console 5 GB. Entire year we can say year, or maybe you can consume 1 day itself. So this is per month. They have already written per month. So per month this is free for you. This
When you
is
say DynamoDB, is it the JSON from MongoDB?
this is like that, same as that. This is no SQL database. And like that, if you can use these services for 12 months free. Suppose you have crossed the limit of S3 or maybe EC2 that month. Sorry, this one is up to 5 GB is free. After that, it will comes under charge. But this will get everyone free. 750 hours of EC2 and 750 hours of RDS. This is also 250 hours of artificial AI. So SageMaker and 750 hours. This is only for 1 month free trial. So apart from this, you are going to charge. Okay, but some services here Elastic Cache, Redshift, migration, VPC, these all state payment. Okay, there is no payment plans and nothing. You have to come as a state payment. See, recently AWS has been changed their console, and it look like very much heavy than previous one. They have added many new services also. Okay, look like very much heavy, like the FSX. This is very new, and here we have this one. This is also new. This is new SFTP, data synchronization, cloud map, global accelerator, then this one, RoboMaker, blockchains, ground stations, like this, many things they have, I think 10 or 12 services added here. 12 services are added here. Look like they are just having re-event and they are keep on increasing the management console. But I don't think so they have any free space now to increase. So like this, they are increasing, and and as soon as possible, you have to know this about that services. Okay, so as I'm discussing with you about the payment plans, these are the payment plans we have in AWS. So the first payment plan is this AWS free tier, and we know that every AWS account have free tier details, but no one is depending on this service. Like no one depending on this, no one is happy about this because this is limited, very limited of service. So this also payment plans. We have 7 payment plans. We have like free tier, on demand, spot instance, reserve instance, dedicated host, scheduled instance, and capacity reservation. So one by one, let me discuss about which is best. And just remember, these are payment plans is they have designed for EC2 management console, not for other consoles. Only for this console, this payment plan is suitable. Only for EC2. For other consoles, direct payment. Suppose you go for elastic container service, per hour payment is there. And suppose you are coming for suppose you are going for UFS direct payment, storage gateway direct payment like that. So there is no payment plans we have for these consoles. So that is the one of the most sad part. So, but these payment plans they have designed, they have released only for EC2 based instances, but not for other consoles. Okay, and that is the thing we have. Next one is free tier. So let us show you one example that I have crossed the free tier limits or not. So go to your account. So this is the account holder name. Go to your billing dashboard, and here you can see here itself they will be providing you the complete details that I have crossed the free tier limits or not. See here already crossed it. I got one mail also that I have crossed the limit of S3 storage. Okay, and this is red mark they are showing me, and now I am in payment. So they have already charged some 300 rupees, and they are now this will that's all. So now this is comes under the payment. Because as I told, if you go for S3 storage, this is for only 5 GB swing, not per month totally. So now it's crossed there. So if I have any S3 bucket here, so they will be charging per hour. Okay. So that is the thing we have, and I hope I have one bucket. I think so. Yeah, this one see. So it is. If you delete, the charges will be. So the charges will be no more applicable. So that is one. And you have any heavy data means it will take more time to delete. Okay. So let him delete. So they are clearly explaining you that see I have not crossed the block storage. So 1 GB is free per month. I have already used 0.32 GB. And then we have Elastic Compute Cloud. So 30 GB storage, already I have used only 3 GB. So 30 GB is, I have not crossed like that. And Amazon EC2, 750 hours is free. I have crossed only 68, but 750 hours under consideration. And 750 hours of Windows Server, I have crossed only, I have used 63 hours, but not 750. So they have providing me these things, and if you cross, you will get the mail, and you have to put the mail here. When you go to preferences, and here you have to give the mail, and via this mail, you will receive all alerts of free tier usage. Okay, and you will be getting notification that you have crossed this free tier limit. Okay, and that is the how they are charging you, and this free tier is we can say when it will go completed. So that's why. So be careful when you are in free tier using S3 storage or this one. So only 1 million lambda function and 5 GB of S3 bucket and 25 GB of DynamoDB is free. Previously, we don't have this much of services free, but recently they have given more services free. Okay, so the first one is free tier. As we know, free tier is almost a service for 12 months, and after that, it will be converted as a paid one. Suppose for within 12 months you have not paid, you have not crossed any one of the limit, then this account will automatically suspended. Suppose the first 12 months you have not paid a single month, then it will be suspended after 12 months. Suppose you have paid in between 12 months, this will convert as a paid account. Okay, and that is how it is. Next one is on demand. See, you can place your server on any one of these payment plans, and then you have to pay. The next one is on demand. On demand is just like you have to pay per hour. Okay, maybe you are using, or maybe you are not using. You have to pay per hour. So that is called on demand. Okay, and in on demand, user has to pay per hour. Definitely there is no bargains, and there is no. That's why here in AWS they have already given free clear picture, like you can see AWS EC2 comparison. When you go to this site, and they have released a huge amount of instance types, and you can see they have already given proper they are already explaining you the proper way of payment. You can see, or if you are running Linux, this is on demand payment. If you are running Windows, this is on demand payment. Okay, and they have clearly given all the instruction to you about the payment. So, but here you can see region by region the payment will change. Suppose, yeah, if I go for Mumbai region, the payment will change. If I go to suppose Singapore region, there is a payment will change like that. So for all regions, we don't have same payment.
Which is costly.
Which is costly is the one, this one, that's Eastern Europe. These regions are more costly. And these regions are less costly, US East, but the bandwidth they will be for you are sitting in India and you are accessing that region means the bandwidth they charge more. And this two cloud, these two regions we cannot enter because that's for those government peoples will come. But other commercial regions anyone can enter. So like this they have given, and this they have already clearly explained to you the per hour cost for in on demand. But in on demand you got one problem. One problem is, suppose you have used for 60 minutes means that is 1 hour. Okay, suppose in that 60 minutes you have used for 10 minutes, 5 minutes means they will be charging for 1 hour. After 1 hour is completed, you have used just 1 minute extra, they will be charging you for 2 hours. So like that, the per hour payment, maybe you are using, maybe you are not using. Okay, and that then many people raise questions on the payment. Then what they done, they have changed it per second. So see, you can pay secondly also. This is per hour payment. See, $5 and all. So then they changed their payment plans to secondly. So now people can pay per second payment, but not per hourly. See, that is secondly, hourly, little bit difference only. So you can see daily. If you want to use daily for this instance, you can have to pay $122, something like that, and you can utilize it full day. Weekly, $860. Monthly, 3,000. This, like, based on the hardware performance, hardware capacity of instance, and then annually. So you have to pay this much of payment, and they will be giving you annually. Okay, so but what to say, they have huge amount of instance types, and each instance types they are releasing based on the applications, database, multimedia, high graphic applications, web servers. So you can purchase the instance type based on your requirement, and they are having high level processor support, like Intel based processor. Architecture is AMD. The processor is Intel, the architecture is AMD. So see, they are providing all C32 server based processor 48, and this one is 448 virtual processor, and 6,144 GB of RAM. Like this, they are providing. Still, is this type of instance you have to ask them to provide you. Okay, they will not given you as an option. You have to ask them, demand them. I want this instance type. and they will be giving you and they will be charging you this for. I hope it will be have $8 per hour payment. So like this, they are providing the. You see, whenever you are launching a server, okay. So for example, if we click on EC2, and whenever you are accessing your server, here you can see you got a lot of instance types, which they have explained there. But this all general all see instance type means this will be you that is based on your choice. And just remember, based on the region, they have released the instance type. See, suppose if I go to Mumbai region, most of the instance is not available. So you can see it's unavailable. But one of the most one is North Virginia is only one region who got complete AWS support, and most of the services will be running inside this region without any blockings. Most of the services will run, and we are getting very less unavailable type of features. But almost all features are available there in that region because they are getting more benefit from this region only. And this region also, most of the services, most of the instance types and services are available. And this also I can say. But when come to Asia specific, most of the things are not available. So they have not released it because they are not getting that much of income from these regions. And this one is what to say, nothing is here more. So very limited because this is here the peoples are not using that much of cloud resources. Okay, and maybe in future here in India peoples are heavily started using cloud, then they are going to increase their availability zone and the number of resources. Okay, like that they have planned. This is for on demand. On demand means check out the payment, use it, pay it, and in on demand there is no upfront investment. Okay, your AWS is not asking you to bring this much of payment, do that much of payment, and they are not asking you to be them with tie up with them for 1 year, 2 year, 4 years like that. Even though tomorrow I don't like, just leave it, and they will be stop using service, suspend your account. You yourself can close your account. How to close your account? Go to my account, and there is an option. Come down, and you got the option close your account. So just close your account, select this option, and they will be they after you select this option close account, they will be keep open this account for next 90 days. Within 90 days, just settle all your payments and take all your backups from here, and they will be closing your account after 90 days of. If today I click close, then next 90 days it will be opened. So that is how it is. This is a closing account step, form. That's a formation that you have to use that.
What if you don't pay?
Then that's all you get. You'll get the mail that you have to pay, and if you are not going to pay, they will suspend.
Will there be a legal?
Legal means I think if you are getting charges like this month, as I got, there is no legal. Like how much bill I got 300 rupees like that. There is no legal. This is okay. So maybe they will be, I think up to 1,000 or 2,000 rupees, they will be not taking it serious. If you have 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakhs rupees pending like that, they will be sending you court notice. Then you have to pay. So because they got your credit card, and they will be catching you based on that. So that is the problem here. So if you're not examining the how much of payment you will be getting on each and every console, then definitely you cannot say this month how much per hour per day you will check your billing dashboard. You will be getting new payments. Okay, so that is the problem here. And for migration, all they are charging more nowadays, and that's why. So keep everything under control. So use it with the per hour payment how much they are charged. So this, as I told, this payment plan only for EC2. So you cannot apply this payment plan for other AWS service. That is on demand. They themselves will release these payment plans. You can see here. You can go to their site. So when you click on this link, you will be getting you are in which plan: on demand, spot, reserved, or dedicated host. So they themselves releasing all those things and see per second billing also. As I told, in on demand, there is no long term commitment, no upfront investment. You can come, use, pay, continue. Otherwise, close your account, pay, and take your all your backup, settle all your bills, leave it. Okay, and that is how it is. So next one is spot instance. See, spot instance means what? Actually, the thing is, here the peoples are coming with less amount of time they are going to be inside cloud. Like I will be inside cloud for 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, like that. So those peoples can come under spot instance. Okay. So here also there is no upfront investment. Here you have that option. Here we have spot request. Okay, so here we have request spot instance, and you can see here we got four options. Now they have changed this console, like they have given spot for load balancing, flexible workloads, data, big data, and durations. This is good for running any web services. This is good for running this CI/CD based automations. This is good for big data. This is good for single day. So you can select any one of your tasks from here, spot instance, and I'm selecting that one. You know what they will ask you? They will asking you that selected launch template. Launch template is temporary. This is a quick way of launching the instance. Now they're asking you select which operating system you need to run. If you're not sure, search for AMI and go to Amazon AMI, and you can select more operating systems from here. So which one you like it, you can select it from here. So that is they have provided. And suppose you are okay with this list, select and want to run Ubuntu. Now asking you minimum compute unit as instance type or as specification. So you can specify like I want 64 processor and I want 244 GB RAM, like that. So they will be allocating you based on that. Suppose as instance type, select instance type from this list. And you can see now they have clearly explaining you compared to on demand. Oh, this is very high. So I'm going to give like 20 GB. So you can see here they all already compared and they are giving you spot savings 75%. So you are cutting off the payment from on demand 69% if you are going to select this instance type. But if you run this instance type in your on demand, you have to pay more charges. Okay, and they have already got those. They're telling us spot savings. So then here we have you can have 36 processor, 240, any type, any hardware instance type you can select it, and this is no benefit. If you're running already $27, they are charging for that. So there is no benefit in spot. And see, these are now 70% of expenses you are getting off. Now select it, and now they're telling you the default VPC and which availability zone you want to select. Select it. So this region has got two. I'm going to select more preferences. Select the PEM file, whichever you have, the proper PEM file. And here is asking you, tell us how much capacity you need. So if I select this one, maintain target capacity. So he himself used to manage the target capacity. And now you can see apply recommendation. So he will be selecting any one of these instance types, and he will be he will be they will be giving you this charge, and you are saving 70-85% of payment. Okay, that is why we have apply recommendations, or you can select your own instance type, whichever you like it. So I'm going to have apply recommendation and come down, and you can see here they have the IAM role will be created. And now I selected one instance, custom configuration, and this is that is I have selected a good instance type, and you can see here, estimated price 0.176 per hour payment, and you have saved 78%. If everything is okay, so launch it and just you keep using it. It will be getting low charges. But in on demand, sorry, in spot, there is a one. This will work with you for only 1 hour, sorry, 1 year. That's a 1 year commitment with this payment time. After 1 year, it will automatically expire. And there is a one more option where we have here we have that option is, suppose you are going to bid your own price also, you can bid here. And like suppose I'm going to raise $100, so I can set $100. Okay, suppose if I don't want to go as a default price, I can set my maximum price, and I can able to set the starting date and ending date. Ending date, and I can able to launch it. So up to $100, they are just allocating me to use this machine. And see, after this request valid from and to over, automatically terminate the instance when request expires. So you can have this option also. Suppose if you're not happy with this default recommended. So this is see 2018 to 2020. So that is the validity. And if you're okay, launch it and purchase it, use it.
So what is it available?
Yeah, because in this is which region I'm want to run Mumbai. So in Mumbai they have two availability zone. That is two availability zone means I'm talking about this. What is availability zone? Availability zone is a data center which is placed on that particular region. So region, this is availability zone, and each availability zones are internally connected with each other. If any disaster comes, means any one of availability zone goes fail, then automatically they will be replicating your data from failed availability zones to running availability zones. Still, no one has seen this lab, because if anything fail means then only we can see. But still, they have kept this multiple availability zones or single region for that purpose. Okay, and this we have, this is the code, international code for to connect the particular region. This is name we are calling, but actually the name is not important. This is important. So you have to know orally this US, Eastern Europe, West means Paris, London, like that. They have given this code.
You need to say in Virginia there are two available.
No, in North Virginia we have 6. Wait, I will be explaining you that one. Okay, so here we have a global infrastructure, and here you can see there is a circle. That circle is called a region, and inside the circle you got some numbers. That is called number of availability zone. So we got a six, correct? That is based on the map. That is North Virginia. So where is that? So go to that region, and how to find that number of availability zone which is running inside the region. Go to North Virginia region. Go to EC2, and here you find it the six availability zones we have. Okay. So as you asked me, I'm in previously Mumbai region, so which is got two availability zones. So I go to that region, and here I got two availability zones.
Okay, are they on the same premises?
This is something we cannot exactly say they are the same or different. Okay, it may be room number one, room number two, or it may be like building number one, building number two, anything. So if you, we don't have any pictures on that. So we have one picture like AWS region in China. God said this is true picture or not. Maybe it is something like this. Availability zone A, B like that. So this is one. This is the region they have started in that location, and so we don't have any picture like that how the data center look like. But the region means it's a location, but inside that location they have placed this much of. It may be like this one only. This one is single row, or it have they have split it into different availability zones like that. So and each availability zones are connected with each other. If one fails, another will take over. So see, no region is running without more than two availability zones. And you know, today they have 57 availability zones totally, and 19 regions globally, and 15 more availability zones they have plans. And these 15 more availability zones, they are preparing for this for five regions under construction. So when this five region is prepared to start, I hope this will be joined with this. So that is their global infrastructure. But compared to AWS, Windows Azure global infrastructure is bigger than AWS. So that is has to be accepted. But stability, performance, they are very lack. So like this, this green color circle tells us this new region is going to start, and it will be starting soon. And after started, it will be added into this list. Okay, so inside, see, each and every region is completely isolated from each other, completely independent. And suppose you are running one instance in this region, another instance in North Virginia, you cannot ping each other because those instances are completely running on different locations. So both cannot ping. But charges, they will be charging you for this instance, this region per hour payment and that region per hour payment. So that is the thing. But inside that region, inside the region you have to select availability zone. Inside this availability zone, you have to store your data, your application. You can run databases, everything. But inside this availability zone, how many servers, where it is stored, we don't know.
But here cannot be set up.
Here they have already set up with this two availability zone. Once fails, another will take over. Within availability zone, correct, correct. No, what between the region they have not supplied. So only availability zones it is there.
Do we have this in Azure?
And those Azure, They also does not have region-based disaster recovery. They are having availability zone only.
But functionality both are same.
Functionality wise, see, compared to this one is both are same. Compared to global infrastructure, they are bigger than this. Okay, they are in 54 regions, but here we have 19 regions, and they have more than 147 availability zones. But here 57, like that. They have vast infrastructure, but they are from. So this one is now keep expanding. And next one is compared to flexibility and configuration, stability. This one is best. AWS is best compared to the consoles. How they have like powerful consoles like EC2, S3 without have any other cloud networks, and almost. Uh, almost the AWS provides very much powerful services than Windows Azure. Since this AWS is based on Linux, so Windows Azure is not based on Linux. That is based on it. So we know the stability performance of Linux is almost very much high. So obviously they are more powerful than Windows Azure.
Do they support Linux products?
Yeah, product is supported, but the platform is not Linux. So here most of the configuration is Linux. Like you go for S3, you go for EC2, or you go for DynamoDB, or you go for API gateway, or you go for most of the configurations here is based on Linux. So obviously, see how I'm telling based on Linux. I'll give one example. Suppose you launch many times in essential concept itself, you have started to launch your machine. So here you can see how they are offering. They are offering each and everything on Linux type. So the storages, okay, the way of identifying the storage, all based on the root device. And he say this user is account holder, so he is a root user. And there is a non-root user also available. We call as a non-IAM user. So this 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 characteristics brings Linux configuration into everyone mind. And since EFS is the one who is based on Linux, storage gateway is based on Linux, like that. So many services here by default it will run on Linux only. But if you want, you can run in Windows also. So that is how this payment plan spot. So that's why we are discussing. So that's the first option. Second option is same option, but it is this spot request good for this automation tools. This is good for big data, and this is something you can purchase for 1 hour, 6 hours. Like you are not going to be cloud for 24 hours. You are going to go for 6 hours. Purchase it. After you purchase, see keep the request valid for 1 year. Otherwise, you can bid your own price or set your maximum price and launch and purchase it and use it for 6 hours and leave it. Suppose if I'm going to give, I think it will not accept because it is hours. This is set your per instance per hour. So this spot instance is good for those people. Those are having very short-term commitment with cloud, and they can purchase and they can come inside. Next one is reserve instance. In reserve instance, this is one of the most important and long-term commitment payment plan for our EC2. See why they have given this payment plan for EC2, because here you may be running some service for temporarily, you are going to stop. But in case of servers, you're running Linux or Windows servers, this will want to run 24 bar 7, 365 days. So for that, they have introduced this payment plan. When it comes to reserve instance, reserve instance is the one here we have, and this payment plan gives you long-term commitment with AWS. This one, see, suppose any corporate organizations, they want to stick with AWS for 5 years, 3 years, or 2 years. Why should they go for on demand? They can go for reserve instance, and there we have option. You can see they're just asking you that which operating system you need again here, and which instance type you need. Again, this is based on the region specific. See, the same thing if you're going to purchase in North Virginia, you will get more instance types. Here you can see you will be getting more instance. They are only less. Why? Because the instance type is not supported. They are not released many instance type for that particular region. Okay, so you can see how many instance types. Some instance types is which is you are unfamiliar with this instance type, but you want to purchase high level of hardware performance, so you can purchase it. Suppose you go for C518X large. So just find it here. C518X large means how much the hard RAM and processor performance. C5.18X large. X large. 4X large. So finding here it is difficult. Otherwise, we can find it here. So it has 72 processor and 144 GB RAM and storage speed 9 Gbps, network bandwidth 25 Gbps. And one more thing, this meeting ID will close in 1 minute, so please rejoin again after it's closed. So you can see it have this much of performance. So you are going to select here, and AWS asking you that you want this instance for what? For dedicated or default. Suppose you want to share this instance with other AWS user, you have to use tenancy shared, or you want to use for your personal use, purchase is as a dedicated. So use default, and asking how much years you want to use it. I'm going to use 36 months offering class. So that is any. So suppose you are changing your mind after you purchase your instance. That let me go for some other instance with the same payment. So select convertible or standard means they will not allow you to change the instance after you purchase. Okay, so next one is any means anything. Convertible or but just remember for convertible they will be charging you extra $8,000 to $5,000 for this. And payment option, if you're going to have no upfront, partial upfront, all upfront. So have all upfront, click search. You have to pay now $35,000 for this reserve instance, and once you've done the payment, they will give you this machine for 36 months access. And within the 36 months, you can utilize as much heavily as you can or you're not going to utilize your wish.